Hey everyone, welcome back to the Encrypted Capital recap for Wednesday, April 7th. First off, let's start by roasting some people. trading-education.com/Ripple Price Prediction. It says, if you're wondering, should I invest in Ripple XRP? The short-term cryptocurrency predictions aren't particularly conclusive, but looking ahead to 2022 and beyond, what could we expect to see in the long term? Look at these idiots. 2021, 55 cents. 2022, 65 cents. 2023, not even a buck yet. I don't know who's putting this information out, but clearly they have never seen an XRP or crypto chart in general. When have you ever seen anything fluctuate over 7 years? Just over $1.50 in between price swings. That makes 0 sense. I would not follow trading-education.com. A bunch of idiots. Let's look at the XRP chart. Slight retrace. Everything's in red today. It's bloody. Wednesday. Perfect time to buy all the fear that people are experiencing. XRP 16% off. Open 17% off. Tron, 15% off. Should be frothing at the mouth right now. Absolutely epic sales going on. This is when you need to buy, and if you do not have capital to buy, this is when you sit down and shut the hell up and sit on your hands. Do not do anything. Do not panic. But everything is discounted today, and this is when you want to buy, when there's blood in the streets, especially if it's your own. That guy Warren Buffett once said, who still hates Bitcoin, or so he says. I'm absolutely baffled that his team has not put him in Bitcoin, but I would have to think that Warren Buffett is not going to come out and say that he has huge positions in any cryptocurrency until he is ready to sell to you. I do not think Warren Buffett's an idiot, but he is going to be misleading people because that is the billionaire's job. Next up. Ripple's CEO following the SEC hearing. Today was a good day. Yes, it was. We had basically 100% price move over 72 hours roughly. It says, according to Law 360, U.S. Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn granted the motion determining that SEC minutes or memos concerning crypto can be discoverable by the defendant. In other words, Ripple can access previously internal documents and raise disputes about SEC rulings and declarations. It is my opinion that this whole lawsuit has just been a way to get the retail traders out of the market, to get people out that do not know what they're invested in order to buy up as much as they can. And the only reason I can think of to have this happen would be because they're absolutely going to send this thing to outer space, and they only want the people that are in the club in it. They do not want any of the other retail traders in because XRP should easily be worth $100 or more. And it wouldn't surprise me one bit if it pulls a move like Ethereum did, trading at several dollars and then blasting all the way up to like $1,500 or $1,200, whatever that price was. Would not surprise me one bit. It says the development is an extra point on the side of the fintech firm, but it is not out of the woods yet, as the token could still be declared a security by the financial regulator. Even if it is declared a security, it does not mean it's going away. Yeah, maybe they'll have some extra hoops to jump through, but there's no trader that I can think of that actually thinks they own a part of Ripple just because they bought XRP. That's absolutely insane. So, like I said, I think this is all smokescreen. Most likely, they will come out scot-free. Maybe Garlinghouse or Larson may have some personal penalties to pay, but it's very obvious to me that the SEC news being very positive for Ripple has already been priced into the market. It's very obvious. They're not going to come out and say, oh yeah, Ripple and XRP are in the clear, and then still have it be trading at 30 cents. There's no way. And then let everybody pile on board. Of course not. And this all lines up perfectly with the Coinbase IPO. It says the Coinbase Effect. It means average 91% token price gain in 5 days. Masari says, yes, a lot of the times that Coinbase lists a token, they tend to go absolutely parabolic. My main reason for thinking that this is the case, or my main reason for knowing that this is the case, is because why wouldn't Coinbase accumulate the hell out of whatever it is that they are going to be releasing publicly on their trading platform. I know they did it with District Network Token, and I know they did it with Civic because those things absolutely skyrocketed 30 to 60x. Imagine getting in millions or tens of millions of dollars at those low, low prices over the course of the 3-year bear market. It's an absolute steal. Absolute steal. So yes, the Coinbase effect, I think, will definitely pump up the entire altcoin market cap, shining a light on basically everything that everybody has been missing out on, and have everybody chomping at the bit to get in and get their hands on these cryptocurrencies that are now available. And now it's in the mainstream spotlight, and we will start seeing hundreds of percent gains, sometimes within a 24-hour period when this takes place. So my question is, does this happen to end up playing out kind of like how Snap did or Facebook did, where it does a complete nosedive after the opening because there's so much hype about it, and basically encourages all of the sellers to get out thinking they're going to lose a lot of money, and then it fires to the upside? I don't know. I think for Coinbase, in order for this to all play out, the way I would have it play out would be Coinbase has their IPO and it immediately takes off like directly after. And I can't say for sure, obviously, if that's going to happen or not, but that's what would make the most sense to me, because that would be a great catalyst to have all these altcoins start reaching their previous all-time highs and then 10xing or more from there. That's how I foresee it playing out, but obviously I am not a wizard. Next up, Ripple granted access to SEC documents on Bitcoin, Ether, and ongoing XRP fight. This kind of touches on what that other article stated. It says that the San Francisco-based cryptocurrency firm is hoping to find evidence that the regulator defined XRP at some point as being similar to Bitcoin and Ether, two cryptocurrencies largely accepted as non-security instruments, according to a report by Law 360. Like, doesn't this raise any red flags to anybody that people are actually using Bitcoin and no one knows who made it? Like, people actually think it's some guy in his basement, Satoshi Nakamoto, that actually came up with this stuff and released a white paper, and now like the whole world's adopting it and saying it's not a security. I tend that to be very, very far-fetched. In my opinion, world governments and or groups of people have created Bitcoin, and that could have been acting as the test for what is to follow. You figure if you get everybody on board thinking it's an anonymous payment system that cannot be tracked or traced, it's very easy to get the libertarians and everybody else on board. And I'm not political by any means, but you have to think that's how I would usher in a digital currency system if I was the elite and I wanted to track and control everything. As mentioned, my contrarians, you guys probably already know this stuff. It's nothing new for you guys looking at things from the opposite side. But the fact that they have deemed Bitcoin not a security and no one knows who made it still, that doesn't raise a red flag to anybody. It definitely raises a red flag to me. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, XRP will most likely be, scot-free when this is all said and done. Next up, back to Coinbase. As you can tell, it's a little bit out of order because I freestyle these videos. How Coinbase's wild earnings stack up against normie financial firms. The crypto exchange's $1.8 billion in quarterly revenue trounced the $1.3 billion earned in all of 2020. Can Coinbase go up from here, or will future coin holders get wrecked? It's a great question. We'll see. It says, wedded to the rising fortunes of cryptocurrencies themselves, soon to list Coinbase expects to make more money in the first quarter of this year than in all of 2020, and has seen an exponential rise in engaged customers. Coinbase's revenue for the first 3 months of 2021 is expected to be $1.8 billion, with earnings of about $800 million, compared with $1.3 billion in revenue and earnings of $322 million for all of 2020. Obviously, crypto is booming right now, and Bitcoin holding its own not far below $60,000. And as mentioned in yesterday's video, when Tesla and Pomp were all telling you how great it was that they were going to be holding Bitcoin and, to hodl and, don't sell anything, don't convert into fiat dollars. And then literally altcoins blast off to the moon. We're seeing exponential gains while Bitcoin remains stagnant because the big boys are selling to the little guys and are convincing them to hold their coins. But my contrarians and I will not be doing that. As mentioned in previous videos and in previous newsletters, we are completely out of Bitcoin to reap massive, massive gains in other currencies that are still significantly off their all-time high. And if you don't want to subscribe to the newsletter, that's fine. But I highly recommend you do so. And if you don't want to, you can still go to Coin Paprika and you can find coins that are significantly off their all-time high and make your decision and find out what the best ones are. Or you can have us do all that research and data for you, finding the best projects that may stand the test of time, at least for the next several years. That's what you guys need to be in, because if you guys get into one of these SHIT coins and the project completely falls on its face, well, there goes all of your hard-earned money. Next up, what do we got? Football star Tom Brady to launch his own NFT platform. Didn't we see Gronkowski also release some NFTs? Lindsay Lohan. Clearly all these people are being paid to do this. I cannot imagine that Tom Brady just all of a sudden decides that he wants to start launching his own NFTs. The guy's wealthy enough. Clearly, he is owned by whoever owns him and is making him do this. At least I think. That's my opinion. Says 6-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady is backing a new major development in the non-fungible token industry by launching his own NFT platform. Again, driving cryptocurrency to mainstream adoption so they can sell you what it is they have bought from the lows. The new NFT platform, dubbed Autograph, will target some of the biggest figures in sports, entertainment, fashion, and pop culture and provide a tool for unique digital collectibles, a Brady representative told CNN on Tuesday. The platform is expected to launch this spring. You guys know how much planning has to go into something like this? You can't just launch something within like 3 weeks. This has been in the plan, in my opinion, for a very long time. You think they're going to launch this stuff during a bear market? Absolutely not. You think Coinbase is going to go public during a bear market? Absolutely not. They need it to be at maximum hype so they can reap the rewards of having the spotlight on cryptocurrencies. This is how this stuff works. You think all these releases from all these cryptocurrencies, all these great milestones they've reached, all these partnerships are going to be released during a bear market? Hell no. All part of the plan, all done by design. Tom Brady, Gronkowski, these Patriots, these New England Patriots or former Patriots. I don't know. I don't even follow football. I'm a hockey person. Anyways, good for Tom Brady. Don't really care. I think you guys need to be in suppressed assets. Next up, what do we got? Ripple XRP back in top 4 as Bitcoin dominance plunges. We saw Ripple in the last bull run dip. It was still in the top 10, but it was definitely towards the end of the top 10 before it took off to the stratosphere. And I have a feeling we are experiencing that right now as we teeter around $1 here. We'll go down to the daily here. Go down to the daily. So yeah, as we teeter around the dollar mark, we're probably going to consolidate, maybe do a little bull flag out of here, and then fire to the upside. Definitely see all-time highs in the horizon here, and it wouldn't surprise me if this happens over the next 4 to 6 weeks or sooner if we get some real epic news. And to thank all those people that were buying all through here, that were not scared, that did not fall for the trick that was being pulled on the retail traders. This is where you guys make all that money, get those compounding gains, because you guys are getting in between 17 and 25 cents. And now you're up 400% roughly. Absolutely crushing it. That's where you need to be. That is where you need to be. Still undervalued in my opinion. Very undervalued. And it wouldn't surprise me, like I said, if we start seeing tens, if not hundreds of dollars for XRP, which would be absolutely amazing. And what else do we got here? 4 reasons altcoin season 2021 has officially started. As mentioned, Tesla being the huge news just about 4, 5, 6 weeks ago. Now it's all about the altcoins. While the main retail trader or simple retail trader was falling for everything Michael Saylor, Elon Musk, and Snoop Dogg were quoting all over the place about getting into doggy coin and Bitcoin when it was already up like 12x. Contrarians be looking the other way, getting those compounding gains. Says the cryptocurrency market is on fire. No shit. The market capitalization has surged past $2 trillion for the first time in its history. Absolutely amazing. Bitcoin dominance is down. Interestingly enough, this was led mostly by alternative coins or altcoins surging in value. Bitcoin, on the other hand, failed to break above 60K on multiple occasions over the past month, and this is allowing the altcoins to really give some breathing room and fire to the upside. In January this year, Crypto Potato reported that Secrets of Crypto, which is one of the well-known and respected cryptocurrency analysts, said the altcoin season for 2021 is just starting, and so far it appears to be right. Absolutely. Yeah, there you go. Bitcoin dominance at a 2-year low. This is when the altcoins will start firing to the upside. Most of the altcoins that you invest in, you could get crazy gains on, but you need to find those really good projects. I mean, you guys got 10,000 something cryptocurrencies to choose from. You guys need to find the good projects. You need to find the great teams backing them with lots and lots of money, preferably people that have worked for any part of government or the NSA, IMF, World Bank, those types of people that are now dipping their toes into cryptocurrency or have been working with billionaire entrepreneurs. That's most likely, in my opinion, where you'd want to align yourself. So subscribe to the newsletter, get that info. Don't sleep. We got some really good content in there. And last but not least, $1.8 billion longs liquidated in a day as Bitcoin price dips below 56K, thus causing the bloodbath. And as we have seen time and time again, Bitcoin may drop several percent. It's down 3%. A lot of these other coins, though, you're talking about anywhere between 5 and 17%. Absolute steal. Always buy the dip in a bull market, but this is not financial advice. Obviously, do your own research. What do I know, right? So that's why you don't trade on margin, ladies and gentlemen. Trade on margin, you think it's going to crack 60K, and you get your face smashed in and you lose all your money. Gains can be so crazy awesome in cryptocurrencies, and you don't need to trade on margin to take advantage of them. Even with a modest amount of money, $1,000 or more, can easily become 5 or 10 grand if you get in the right projects and you pull profits and you multiply that money into other suppressed assets. That is the way to generate real wealth. You don't need to trade on margin and then get liquidated and lose all your capital. All you have to do is be patient. So with that being said, contrarians, we will catch you guys all in the next video. Hope you enjoyed the content and have yourselves a great day.